We've got another first out here on the range. We've got the SAR9 Sport. I've played with a lot of things from SAR in the past. Never had anything on the range. This is an opportunity to test this thing out, put it through the paces, talk about some of the features. A lot of work to do, so let's go. Going to be using 5 different types of 115 grain 9mm ammo today. Now, over the course of the last couple of weeks playing around with this handgun, I've used a lot of the Remington UMC as well as the Federal Champion here today. Going to add in some Speer Lawman to the mix, and then a couple of varieties that I've had issues with in some firearms: the Federal Syntec and the Sterling Steel Case right here. These two are going to be interesting to see how they compare, how they do in this SAR9 Sport. Before we get started, just want to point out that under the hood, so to speak, this handgun is in 100% original factory configuration. Yes, we do have the Siley Bull X Pro red dot up here. We do have the Spartan Defense mitigator right here, and we have the bumper here from Cane Arms, this particular one, the P320 model. However, none of these things affect the function of this firearm from a factory standpoint. Again, everything under the hood, all the internals, all original, all factory. And I think that's important as we move forward with this testing. What you see is pretty much what you're going to get. Not going to waste any time here. Let's shoot for a group using some of the Federal Champion ammunition here. 25 yards. We're on a, what is that, like a quarter, I think? ID quarter size, I should say, IDPA target, and those targets as well as the target stand, link down below if you're interested in those. Let's get loaded up here, make this happen. Here we go. Not bad. "25 yards, I'm going to call that one not bad. So I think we can move on. Let's go over a few of the features here. And number one is the lightning cuts in this slide. Check out the lightning cuts there. Very stylish, I think, slide. But the overall look of the SAR9 Sport, very European in design, and I think it just looks really good. On the slide, we have some really decent sights on this thing as well. Of course, it is cut for RMSC. Now, one thing kind of interesting about this, I suppose, is it does have a manual safety. That safety is also ambidextrous, as you can see right there. And look at the trigger guard on this. We've obviously got a nice flat face trigger. This is a really decent trigger, by the way, but the trigger guard on this thing is just massive. You've got a lot of room inside there. Now, something that is unique and not really available on most handguns is in this grip. The backstrap here as well as the side panels are interchangeable. Essentially, you're going to have a variety of small, medium, and large in each, and you're able to swap those out to find, the best fit for you. You may find a small on one side, large on the other with a medium backstrap, and hey, that works, right? But the cool thing is that you've got that modularity in the grip to be able to get it set up just how you want it. Now let's put a few rounds on steel with the rest of this ammo, do some function testing. I'm going to start out with, again, one that I've ran plenty through this thing, the Remington UMC. Here we go. Yes, sir. Had no doubts that stuff was going to run well. And now a little Speer Lawman on steel action. Seems like that Speer Lawman had a little more thump to it, maybe. Maybe. But everything ran fine. So now time for some of the Federal Syntech. And again, this one, I've got some concerns about. It is not the most compatible ammunition, I don't think, out there. I've got several things it does not run well in. We will see how the SAR9 Sport here handles it, though. Let's hit that steel. No hiccups. Ran fine. All right. If we're going to have an ammo that fails us today, it's going to be this Sterling steel case. I've had so many problems with so many firearms with this stuff. Any reservations that I had with that Federal Syntech, multiply those times 1,000, and I think that's where we're going to end up today with the Sterling. But you know what? We're going to give it a shot. Here we go. Nope. Nope. As in nope. So, going to be a long day with the Sterling, it looks like. Maybe. Oh, wow. Nope. Hiccup. We did get another round in there, though. That's good. Maybe we didn't. Okay, that's weird. Did not rack the slide back far enough on that one to reset the trigger. Wow. All right. That one didn't feed. It tried. It tried. So we're going to finish it out, though, because we're burning ammo today. We're going to burn this stuff, even if it is slow fire, getting it on the steel. Last round with a Sterling. Miserable failure. I expected that 110%. Now, if you have any insights, any experiences with any of the ammunition that we used today, and you feel like sharing, do me a favor, drop that down in the comments below. It might really help somebody out. So what have we learned today about the SAR9 Sport? Well, European look, really cool looks, and looks are important. Don't discount looks, because if you've got a firearm that you enjoy the aesthetics of, you enjoy the looks of it, well, you know what? You're going to get it out on the range more often. You're going to get more trigger time with it, become more proficient, and overall, that's a great thing. But I think accuracy at 25 yards from our multi-cal steady rest, it did fine. As far as the muzzle rise, the muzzle flip, the trigger feel, everything else on this thing, solid. I mean, average, easily average or above, right? And as far as it running ammunition, the Federal Champion, fine. Remington UMC, fine. Speer Lawman, fine. Interestingly enough, the Federal Syntech that I have had issues with in the past run fine. And the only thing that gave trouble was, of course, the Sterling steel case, but it gives trouble in everything anyway.